Lord created men to get with a woman and be fruitful.
Yeah.
You know, but what they do, they change the natural use of that. All of who Esau.
Yeah. That's why now they experiment with men being able to get pregnant.
Yeah,
and all
exactly.
that shit.
Going
It's
too
just-
fucking far.
Right, but that's why the Lord, but Esau got to do that because the scriptures say that they will be
It's
like
gonna have to happen.
and it got to go down in order for the Lord to judge them.
Yeah.
The
So
Lord's
at the
so
same
cold,
time,
man.
we get mad and disgusted,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it got to go down.
The Lord's words got to be fulfilled.
Yeah.
He, like I say, he's a man. He should not lie. So if it's written, it got to happen. He's just using his pawns, his pieces to play out.
Well, we've been blessed to been given the knowledge to know that it is happening.
Yeah.
What we're seeing, we're able to identify what we're seeing and perceive it and understand that it's not going to be forever. You know, because you have a lot of our people that just have no hope.
Right.
Because they just don't understand anything what's going on. All they know is just I get up in the morning, I go to work, I eat chicken, I play PlayStation,
Right.
you know, I go to the club.
Yeah.
Scripture say where there's no vision, the people perish.
Yeah, that's it, that's it.
And the Lord set the prophets up to make the vision plain.
That's it.
You know?
It says, and likewise also the men leaving the natural use of the woman burn in their lust one towards another, men with men working that which is unseemly.
It's unseemly, because that was never supposed to be. Remember, we are children of the light.
Made me
You
think
know?
about when we was in Whole Foods and I wanted that smoothie.
Oh,
I saw you
Lord.
get out of there. I saw you get out of there.
You saw one of them.
I mean, this was, no, the dude that was actually
Serving.
serving. He was a flamer.
Woo.
Wasn't he a big motherfucker too?
Yeah, I was so thirsty. If I hadn't been that thirsty, because I was dead close to saying, man, fuck this shit.
Damn.
Apostle was out.
Hey, we left the
Hold
restaurant.
together,
Man.
We
I
stopped
know.
going to a restaurant
Clap it
because of
together.
that, man.
It
At
said-
Casablanca.
Yeah. Yep.
It says, men with men working that which is unseemly and receiving in themselves the recompense of their error, which was me.
And that's why the fulfillment of Revelation 11:8 is Babylon the Great. Because it said they dead body shall lie in that great city, which is spiritually called what? Sodom and Egypt. Why is it called Sodom? Because it's just taking place. Men on men, women on women. All right, and that's unseemly because that's not how the Lord designed, all right, his people to be.
Yeah, it brings death.
Yeah, and then wasn't America built upon Christian
Right.
principles?
Exactly.
And what the scriptures say that the Sodom and Gomorrah, that was a judgment.
That was being left for an example.
I got that.
Right.
You got
bring
that?
it up.
Yep.
All right, you can bring that out real quick. We go back to that.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead, bring it out real
It's
quick.
2 Peter 2 and verse 6. It says, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example.
Real quick, we'll show you Esau don't believe in the scriptures.
Right.
Because he's a prudent man, right? He's wise. He looks into everything.
Right.
He would have said, oh, no, we ain't doing that.
Yeah,
You know, and he would have made sure that his America would have never be an example of showing forth those wicked, disgusting acts.
That's it.
You got it.
Yep. It says, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly.
Yeah. It made me think about the scripture in Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter. It says, I know that whatsoever the Lord do, it shall be forever. And he doeth it so that men may fear.
Yep.
Because there's certain judgments in the scriptures that are highlighted judgments that the Lord brought upon the earth that will never be forgotten. As an example to people who would come generations later to see, if you live like that, this is the judgment that lifestyle and those actions bring.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Sodom and Gomorrah was a severe judgment that the Lord brought that was to never be forgotten. You know, that's why it calls it eternal. You know, it calls that judgment eternal.
Yeah.
You know,
You could read about it over and over and over again.
and it's still relevant today.
And the scripture Jude says that fire is still burning.
It
to
say,
this day.
yeah, but it's not
But
physically.
it's not physically burning, but
That
when
spirit.
you read it in the scriptures, it's still burning.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. And nothing grows there anymore.
Yep.
Yep.
It's a memorial,
Yeah.
you know, where nothing. It's like a lot of sulfur. It's like a lot of sulfur in that land, you know, and nothing can grow in that part of the land anymore. So
Yep.
it's left as a memorial.
Yep.
Right.
Just
You know?
like America's gonna be.
That's right.
You know.
Hey, The Lord said it.
Yeah,
you
right.
know. The Lord
See,
said
now
it.
with Sodom and Gomorrah and the other 3 cities, they're not really sure exactly where they're located.
Yeah.
But America, the Lord's gonna make sure that the outline is gonna be known. Because it's gonna be left as a memorial.
Yep.
Man.
Yep.
You know?
Make a
Man,
fire.
but everything so far is the states, from state to
Right.
state. It's a
You
line
have
of
the,
confusion.
boundaries.
Yeah, you ain't
state
gonna know
lines,
where Tennessee,
Right.
New York.
lines of confusion and stones of emptiness.
Isaiah 34.
Yeah. You said you had something quick. There's a little more on there.
Go
You
ahead,
got it?
finish that.
There's 2 more.
Go ahead. Bro.
2 Peter 2:7, it says, and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked.
Well, with that word conversation, anastrophe, in the Greek, which means their deeds and their actions, their conversation, you know,
Yeah.
with the actions that they participate in, the mindset that they're in, the things that they voice, their opinions. Back then, Lot was vexed with that, man.
Yeah.
There was nothing but wickedness going on during that time. And everybody was into it.
Yeah.
Okay? Because the only one, really, the Most High, really just delivered Lot and his family.
And he did it because of Abraham.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
Because Abraham kept praying. That's why he said, well, you know, he was praying for the. No, he wasn't praying for the most. He really wanted to say, Lord, can you please just deliver my nephew out of there?
Yep.
You know, but you know, he was trying to plead a cause so that the Lord wouldn't destroy the place because he knew his nephew was there
Yep.
and their family. You know.
Yep.
Because I believe he had even son-in-laws.
Yeah.
And, his son-in-laws, he wanted to save them too. He's like, hey, we about to leave. They didn't even want to leave. And even Lot tarried.
Yeah.
The angel had to get on him.
Yeah.
Hey, because it said that they looked at him like as he was mocking.
Yeah.
Come on, man, stop
Yep.
playing.
Well, that's what they do. Isn't that what they do when we say America's going to be destroyed?
Yeah.
You know, they're like, man, what are you talking about?
Shut it out.
You know, they shut it like they're not departing. The scriptures say, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
Yep.
They're not spiritually departing out of spiritual Sodom. Like Lot, he physically departed, but the angel had him like, come get your ass over here. Come on, we gotta go, man. You know?
He had to
He had to yank him. You know, he's like, hey, we got a charge to destroy this bitch, and we can't destroy it unless we get you out of here.
Get you out of
So
here.
let's go.
Ain't that
You know?
something, man?
Man.
That's like the scriptures say, hurt not the earth, you know?
Yeah.
Or the trees. and so
Yeah,
we have
till
sealed
it
the
be-
sun,
yeah,
and
till
the
That's
moon.
it. That's it.
Sfragizo.
But I get so.
That's
Man.
that seal.
God.
Yep. One more. Verse 8, it says, for that righteous man dwelling among them and seeing and hearing vexed his righteous soul from day to day
So you gotta
with
remember,
unrighteous deeds.
he's seeing this shit and hearing about it. You know how you like, you know, you might talk dirty to a woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I said it. Fuck
do
it.
that.
You know?
They like it.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But then
they know what's up.
Men were doing that with other men. Women was doing that with other women. And you got to remember, he said, see it. So they was probably having sex in the alleyway, behind the garbage can.
It's still wicked like that too.
Yeah.
They doing this shit in America.
Well, yeah, because you had the
man.
men, you had the older men and the younger men
Yeah.
rushed upon Lot's gate.
Yeah, old moles
You know,
and young moles.
to do what? They wasn't going. They was going to do it right then and there. You know?
Let it know, we're going to break your door down.
Yeah.
That lust, that demonic lust was in them. They was determined.
Oh yeah, they were determined. And Lot didn't want to let them in. He's like, hey, since you don't want to let us in, we gonna get you too.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, like that prison shit where we gonna take your booty too. You know?
And then the angels went whoop,
Yeah.
blinded their ass. They couldn't see shit.
Right.
This is Matthew 10 and 15. Verily I say unto you, it should be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city.
Hey, can you read that in another translation?
This in the NLT. I tell you the truth.
So, in other words, the judgment that he's going to bring on America is going to be worse than the judgment that he brought on Sodom and Gomorrah. He said it would have been more tolerable for Sodom and Gomorrah than it shall be for you.
Well, because you also Revelation 11 says spiritual Egypt,
Yeah.
and we know
Sodom
that,
and Egypt.
spiritual Sodom, spiritual Egypt, because we know Egypt was plagued before the ultimate, before they were destroyed.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So America, not only the judgment is going to be nuclear fire, complete annihilation, but the Lord going to be hitting you with all type of plagues.
Yep.
That's gonna be the 10th plague, the missile.
The missile.
Yeah,
The
because we
last
got
plague.
basically quote 2nd Ezra 15:9. He said he gonna
smite Egypt again with plagues.
As before.
I mean, that's not scriptural. I'm
Right.
just, you know, I'm just saying, because, you know, that the final
Plague is the missile.
That's what the first one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what did it. But this, you know, it makes sense because the script, the missiles also described as plagues.
Plagues. Yep. Yep.
Zechariah
He said this is the plague that will smite the earth.
Also in 2nd Ezra 16.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yep. This is Matthew 10 and 15 in the NLT. I tell you the truth, the wicked cities of Sodom and Gomorrah would be better off than such a town on the judgment day.
See?
That's crazy.
Yeah. Why you think Malachi?
Show you the Lord ain't gonna play with America.
Right. You see why Malachi 4 and 1 where he said, "In that day it shall burn as an oven." Well, you gotta remember that furnace back then was hot.
Well, you know about that.
Yeah, you know, I'm dealing in the heat. But remember when Nebuchadnezzar told his guardsmen to turn turn it up sevenfold? Even when they opened the door, what happened?
They got burnt up.
They got burnt up. That's how hot it was. But the Lord said even the time that's going to come will be hotter than that. It's going to burn as an oven. That's hot.
For a fire not blown. This is going to be a different type of fire. You know, this is going to be a nuclear fission.
Hey,
you know?
Yeah, you see I did that lesson. You know, this fire hot, but the nuclear missiles is even hotter, and that shit is hot. It's metal.
Yeah,
Making it drop like water.
It's gonna burn you. It's gonna burn you to the smallest atom. You know, Jake like to get scientific.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
The elements.
The elements.
Small
You know. Burn your ass back into the salt, because we're really just made up of salt.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So when those missiles hit, like this realm, the Lord created for us to be able to breathe and function in. You're not gonna be able to breathe and function.
Yeah.
Like the elements He put together for us to be able to breathe in this environment. And even the fish's environment, the water, they gonna die.
Woe to the world and the sea.
Yep.
The Revelation 12.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Because the Lord, he gonna take a lot of death. A lot of death is coming.
And you got underground shelters in the water.
Yep.
You know, say even to come shake terribly the earth. Because the earth gonna rail to and fro.
Oh yeah.
You know,
And what happens when there's an earthquake? Tsunamis found.
Exactly. So shit.
Because the nuclear missile, when it explodes, it actually pulls in oxygen from the atmosphere. So it's gonna burn up all the oxygen.
Yeah, gonna suck it up.
It literally basically burns all matter.
Yep.
And we are made of matter. And it's gonna burn you to the point to where, you know, it's not like explosion. You just go boom. You know, now you're gonna stand up on your feet and you're gonna be disintegrated.
That's it.
Just like Mosai took Lot's wife.
Yeah.
She looked back, just took all the hydration out of it.
Yep.
And the water is so bad that He kept it together.
Yep.
You know, she didn't just blow away.
Yep. That's it.
It turned into a pillar of salt.
That's it.
Hey, y'all remember on I don't know if anybody ever watched Walking Dead.
Yep.
But you remember the doctor at the CDC when they went to Atlanta and they went, it was the CDC that they went to, and the scientist was in there and he was basically telling them it's no hope. And he shut it down, and then he set this bomb to go off. And he told them what it does what the bomb does to the air. He said
I remember the scene, but I don't remember.
He said it so vividly. I was trying to see if any brother remember what he said, that the fire gets so hot, what it does to the actual air.
Purifies it?
Like something like that. Basically, nothing can survive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it does something to the air.
Yeah, because the air, I mean, it's elements.
Yeah.
You know, it's elements. So the elements are gonna burn with fervent heat.
Yeah.
You know, so it's gonna burn up everything.
Yeah, what Peter said, the elements should melt with fervent heat.
There you go.
Yeah. Because you got to remember, I was looking up, you know, how hot the missiles is. It said the missiles get up to 1 million degrees. Yeah. 1 million. But you go get hotter than that. It's just, you know, just 1 million degrees. Man.
Jay can't even take 100 degrees.
Look what we
Jay like, God damn, I gotta, you know, Jay sweating and shit. You take 100 degrees outside, you might drop dead if you don't get enough water, you know?
Yeah.
This is Psalms 11 and 6. Upon the wicked he shall rain snails, fire and brimstone,
Yep.
and a horrible tempest, this should be the portion of their cup.
That's it. That's their portion. Going back to what? Their indignation, which is the Lord's righteous anger. That's their cup. They're going to be poured out. Remember Revelation, the 14th chapter. It gives you the consequences of your action when you take the MOTB.
Yep.
He said he's going to pour it out without mixture.
It made me think about, it said horrible tempest. It goes into like your tornadoes and your tsunamis.
Yep.
But you remember when when we came out of Egypt, it was that it was like a tornado of fire. He brought down. Brought that down. That's like you think about when the destruction comes.
You're talking about the hail mingled with fire?
Not that one, but when the Egyptians was chasing us.
Okay.
And
the fire held back the.
They held them back.
Mm-hmm.
It was like
no, because the chariot kind of backed up. How much was that?
Yeah, the big body,
yeah.
You know, the lights in
Turn your ass on.
Yeah. But when the destruction comes, you're gonna have natural disasters, and then you're gonna have this. Like for instance, you're gonna have tsunamis, you're gonna have hurricanes, you're gonna have tornadoes, you're gonna have all of those things going on. Meanwhile, missiles being shot. So you don't think some fire gonna catch those tornadoes?
Oh well,
you think, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, you got something called a fire tornado.
A fire-nado. Something like that.
Yeah.
Is it fire-nado?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that might be the proper name, but I just know it's like a fire tornado.
Yep.
Where it'll be like that tornado, that gust.
I was say, did they have something like that about a year or
those
something ago?
wildfires.
Yeah,
in the
Wildfires.
wildfires.
Those wildfires, they had them.
And that shit is like no joke, bro.
Yeah.
Tornado, but it's enclosed in fire.
Yep.
That shit fuck everything up. You know.
Oh, it's gonna be a time of trouble never has been
This ain't seen.
before.
Man,
You know?
And that's why that's gonna serve to magnify the Most High's name.
Yeah.
And it's gonna outshine anything that has ever happened on the planet.
That's it.
Ever.
That's it.
Even more than the flood.
That's it. Even more than the flood.
Because this deliverance is gonna make Egypt deliverance take a back seat. This destruction is gonna make Sodom and Gomorrah look minute.
And the flood.
And the flood, yeah.
And the flood, that's like, you think about it, Lord, that's a great event that happened. This destruction is going to far surpass that.
Yeah.
You know what? Greater works. How does it go? Greater works than these. Shall I do something like that? You know.
Yeah.
We tell them
The disciples.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know.
But also, just to touch on the flood and how severe it was, when it took like 5 or 6 months for the waters to subside.
Yeah. It took a while.
It took a while, you know, and they were out there just.
Because it was 40 days and 40 nights, but then it took a while.
It rained 40 days and 40 nights, but then they was just out there.
And they kept sending the birds.
Yeah.
The raven and the
Yep. Then he sent the dove. The dove came back with the olive branch. Yep. And they was out there. I want to say roughly 5 or 6 months.
Yeah, because then once the dove came back with the olive branch, I think he waited another 7 days
before.
And eventually, you know.
So just think, you just out there sailing that long, you know, just not knowing, is there anywhere, anywhere to, is there a shore anywhere that I can dock it or?
Yeah. Then you got to feed all those animals.
Yep.
Noah was tapped in though. The Lord was dealing with Noah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
You know. Just imagine to go through something like that. You the only,
You're the only family.
You know, with your son.
Yep.
And you go through a catastrophic event like that, and the Most High, He found you worthy to be delivered.
Yep.
You know. Like what? That's why he got drunk. You know.
Yep.
He got super drunk. You know.
Yeah.
He earned that one.
Strong drink till the man is ready to perish. You know. And then, you know, the Christians will take that and try to demonize. That's what they do.
Sure, they do.
You know, and try to make it like it was his fault for what Ham did.
But why didn't the Most High punish Noah?
Exactly.
And Noah does that day now did his get drunk.
It's not in
Thank
there.
you.
That ain't in there. That's right.
Yeah, Noah found grace in the eyes of the
Yeah,
Lord.
because if anything, he would have cursed Noah out for cursing his son.
That's it. That's it. That's That's it.
You know why he was laughing at you? Because I made him laugh at you. You know, look at you, acting a fool. No.
He was in his tent.
He was in his tent.
Yep.
He was minding his business.
Minding his business.
He was getting drunk.
Yep.
With his own cup.
That's it.
His own wine.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Oh, man.
Fuck it.
You got it.
Yeah, this is Jeremiah 5:22. It says, "Fear ye not me, saith the Lord."
He didn't go to Memphis or Total Wine or none of that.
That was his breaks.
They were sitting.
You know it tastes way better.
Oh, man.
It was way potent.
Get you way drunker too.
Yep.
You know?
He didn't go too hard in the shit.
Yep. Jeremiah 5:22. It says, "Fear ye not me, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemawashah. Will ye not tremble at my presence, which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea?"
And our people don't fear the Most High.
Yep.
Well, their fear towards him is taught by the priests of men. I believe it's Isaiah 29.
Yep.
You know, they don't understand the fear of the Lord. They don't understand the righteous indignation. They don't understand the judgment. Well, all the prophets, the Most High instilled his fear in them.
That's right.
That's why Becca said, "Hey, Lord, I have heard thy speech,
And I was afraid.
And I was afraid."
Yeah.
You know, he's seen the vision. He's seen the prophecies.
Yep.
You know, and we see him contained. We don't. There's like no open vision now, but the vision is already. It's already here. The vision is yet for a appointed time.
Yeah.
It's already written.
Prophecy. That's what vision
You know?
going to. We're going to prophecy.
That's it.
So that's why you gotta have eyes to see, but you gotta have what? Have spiritual eyes.
Well, the prophets were called seers.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Before they were called prophets, because they were able to see.
Fourth seas.
They were able to see before things happened. The Lord, you know, opened up their mind's eye to see something before it happened. So they had a different spirit on them.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, it's not happening right now, but I know it's gonna happen.
Just like Noah.
Just like Noah. Well, Noah was moved with fear.
Yep.
Okay.
That's like you made me think of that movie, Final Destination.
Yeah.
There was always one person in there who would always foresee the evil, foresee what was gonna happen before it happened, and then they would come back and they start bugging. Oh shit! I gotta get out of here, you know.
Yeah. Final Destination. They call it a premonition.
A premonition.
Yep. It's just another way to say prophecy.
Yep.
Yep. I'm gonna finish it. It says, Jeremiah 5:22. It says, "Fear ye not me, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemawashah. Will ye not tremble at my presence, which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea by perpetual decree, that it cannot pass it, and though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail?"
You gotta understand what type of power it takes to hold the sea back from overtaking the earth. You know, like what's keeping the ocean from coming inland
Exactly.
all over into California and the coast? What's keeping that water from? You know what I'm saying?
It's the Lord.
It's the Lord. It's the Lord.
You see how the wave be right there
Yeah.
by the shore,
Yeah.
big as hell, and then all of
Yeah.
a sudden it just.
And that's why, like, when a hurricane or a tsunami come, I always look at that like the Lord winking, like, look, if I really wanted to,
Remember?
I could just really destroy y'all with this water that's already here. I don't gotta flood. He really don't gotta flood the earth with water to destroy you with water again. He can just take the water that's on the earth
Slap the shit out you
and
with it.
destroy everybody. Like he can do it however he wants to do it.
Right.
You know? He can say, "Lord, I thought you said you weren't gonna do it with water no more." I said I wasn't gonna rain water no more. You know, like,
But that's why it
But he
compared.
gave his word he wouldn't do it.
yeah.
But he said that harvest and all that would still be around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's why America is known as the lake of fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
But
it's
I
still,
understand your point.
Yeah.
it's still, you know, a lake is what filled with water.
That's it.
But it's gonna now is what fire.
That's it.
Yep.
It says, "Though they roar, they cannot. It's like it. Though they roar, yet can they not pass over."
Yep. Yep.
You see that all the time. You know, big ass waves.
Yep.
But they cannot go where they can't pass their bound that the Most High set for.
Even
Right,
even the different ocean waters, they don't mix.
Yeah, I
Like
seen that it
like the
showed
Gulf
that,
the Gulf water don't mix with the Atlantic water. You know.
Yeah. They show you that's like a.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, you can see clearly that this is that body and that's that body.
And it's like something that the Lord got there.
Yep.
It's almost like the blood-brain barrier.
Yep.
You know, something that is a protector.
Yep.
Yeah, protect. Yeah.
Yep.
So that the water don't mix in.
Yep.
Man,
Even with that apostle, like the waters above us, like the heavens, they don't come in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you go outside of this heaven, so to speak, and you go into past the firmament, you can't breathe. So what's stopping those? You know what I'm saying? What's stopping those realms
Lord's
from?
spirit.
Yeah, the spirit.
That's the firmament.
That's the firmament.
And
Yep.
the Lord, you know, like you said, His
Yep.
spirit.
Yep.
You know, because Esau speaks about something called the Van Allen belt,
Yeah.
Right.
which is a radiation belt to keep other stuff from coming into
That's
the earth.
it. That's it.
That's how the Lord set it up.
That's how the
all
Lord
part
set
of
it
the
up.
firmament.
Yep.
Esau
Esau got his
gonna call it-
scientific names
Yeah.
for it. Instead of just saying, well, that's the Lord, and that's his
You
spirit
want to take the credit?
holding it back.
But he can tell you all that, but he can't tell you where the Edomites are at.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they were destroyed. If they are here, they're gone.
But he can't tell you when they was
You know what I'm
destroyed.
saying? When, where, and how.
Yeah.
You get it by school, man. You know, when and where, and how.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, we got, you got to let them all down right here.
Yep. Yeah, we closed it up.
Yeah. So with that, Lord willing, y'all brothers and sisters edified. All right, we're going to face the east. All right, we're giving all honor and glory to
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, HaKadosh.
All right. You take us out.
All right, hey, so with that, Lord willing, this was edifying for the elect.
Yeah, a bar, ball. Bar of the woman.
Bar of the woman.
Bar of the yum.
Bar of the yum.
Y'all about Shabbat Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom.
Yasharal.
Come, Yasharal.
Yeah.
Belong to the elect.